Welcome aboard everyone, Simon here from the Whales of Wall Street. We have an XPR Proton update today. So guys, a couple of things before we go into the chart. So some good news here in the last couple of days. Now available on MetalPay, XPR mainnets deposits and withdrawals. So anyone using MetalPay can now indeed directly purchase Proton into their system using either the cash, i.e. fiat, or crypto trading pairs on that platform. So absolutely fantastic news. Of course, Metal very much integrated with XPR anyway, on various different levels. But I do think Proton as a project is absolutely phenomenal. I love the zero gas fees everywhere and the staking opportunities. I think in general as a wallet and a swap mechanism, it's absolutely beautiful. The infrastructure, the user experience is fantastic, and there's so many things on the roadmap coming up for next year and beyond. And if you haven't watched it already, watch our intro video to XPR, and we've also got how to stake. And tomorrow, or maybe Friday, we will have our how to buy an NFT via Proton. So keep an eye out for that. We'll go into that in a second actually, because Proton minting or Proton mint is one of the key aspects of that. Let's just have a look. So Proton mint is related to the Proton market. This is where the mint token and governance coin is now live, so you can learn more about that. And I'm quite interested in a couple of NFTs here, but you can basically swap utilizing USDC, which is X. This means it's wrapped by XPR. And what you can do is literally link up your XPR Proton wallet via the smartphone app. As I said, we'll go into this in detail of how to get them in a couple of days time for sure. But of course, we've got this nice roadmap in fruition right now, and seeing how the mint token will be operated more and more in this. So utilizing USDC to then get your mint tokens to then be able to purchase NFTs. I've got my eyes on a couple actually. I've never bought any NFTs before. I found it quite a complicated process. Call me ridiculous or whatever, but this has allowed me to literally within about 10 seconds understand how on earth I could buy something utilizing my XPR, turning it into USDC. So I've actually taken some out of my staking, not a massive amount because some of these are quite cheap, but I'm really interested. Where is it? Let's try. I like this one, guys. Okay, because I live near the sea. The sea is really important to me for the mind and just general love of landscape and stuff like that. Probably won't even load up now after all that. So yeah, I think there it is. There we go. So it's only 10 USDC, which can't remember how much that equivalates to in terms of how many mint tokens, but I don't really care. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to buy one. I like this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Whether maybe I get a virtual land one day and I can put it on my virtual wall, or the ownership, of course. I mean, I think there's 10 available of this one in particular. The first one's obviously gone, so I'm going to try and aim for number 2 if someone doesn't get it already. But yeah, really interested to see how that works, and then I'm going to sort of try and figure out what on earth I'm supposed to do. Okay, apparently someone's purchased the first one for 50 USDC. Fair enough. So I'm going to try and get number 2. Fair play to Jeff Wallet. Well done. So we'll have to see that. It'd be nice to have my name on there and see how we go. But yeah, I'm after this one. Let us know in the comments below if you've got any of the NFTs through the Proton Mint or Proton Marketplace. There's a multitude of different variations and options here. Some really cool stuff, some really odd stuff. I'm sure there's something for everyone in here for sure. Daft Panda, excellent. So yeah, I think it's really cool. Like I say, I'll do a video on how to purchase an NFT utilizing your Proton wallet and using this system on the browser or on your phone, and we'll go through that as well. I think it's quite simple. I'm quite impressed really about how simple this is, and that's just the emphasis of Proton, really making transactions peer-to-peer aspects quicker, easier, more efficient, especially with the swap mechanism and all of these great things, and including NFTs, of course, to make it easier for everyone. I absolutely love it. So looking forward to that. I think, is that Doge Dog? Interesting. So guys, I thought I'd just go through that. Sorry, I'm going to be here forever looking at these. Kenny, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Quite like this one actually. Dragon's quite cool. Let us know in the comments below if there's any, like I said, you've purchased at all. Oh, that's cool. I could be here forever. I'm going to stop now. We're going to go into the chart, guys, but let us know in the comments below if you've purchased any NFTs, or if you are indeed interested in the NFT video that we're doing. Let us know and we'll try and do it quicker if that is the case. Let's jump into the chart. Smash that like button if you like what you hear or see on this channel. Smash the subscribe button as well if you have not done so already. Thank you to those that already have. And if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Let's jump into the chart, guys. So let's just zoom in a bit further to here. So what have we been doing with XPR? Well, obviously, if you look further back, we had the substantial growth pattern here across a couple of months, hitting towards the end of October with this kind of high here at 5 cents, still way off the previous all-time high of around 10.9 cents. I believe it was just under 11. So we've got a bit of a way to go, but one of the critical stages that we mentioned in one of the previous videos of XPR was this 3 cent mark. Now we've done a good job, or XPR has certainly the token holders, to keep this afloat, because I did have an area down here of potential buy opportunity. I had to remove it just to keep this chart a bit clearer. I'm just going to remove this one as well so we've got a bit more clarity, because we had this big sort of jump up. I did anticipate that when we got to these top levels, they might get some resistance, but also we need to find the new real definitive price of XPR, because we've had this big tail up and now we need to try and find a support mechanism. And what's really interesting is this level of confidence here. Now we tried to pull it up, it couldn't quite do it, and we're now back down to these levels. We had the rejection a couple of days ago up at these levels near enough sort of 3.5 cents. We came back down yesterday to 2.8 cents as a low and closed literally just below the 3 cents. So I had a bit of a concern when I saw that, when I woke up this morning, to think that, oh, well, maybe this is tracing down to try and test the lower levels and maybe 2.5 cents or lower. I mean, I've got buy orders with USDT on my KuCoin for the lower spectrum of 2 cents, as I mentioned in the previous video. I'll keep that there for sure, because I'll be absolutely brilliantly excited if I was to bag more XPR around those levels. But here we are right now. Today has been quite a good day so far. We had the wick up all the way up to around 3.5 cents, just about. But we've had the retracement slightly down. So currently, as the video recording, 3.18 cents. Now, that is a bit flimsy in my opinion. I would like to see a bit more structure to that. However, I'm very interested to the fact that we will probably tail up once more above that 2.9 cent mark, which gains confidence really for the next coming days. Why do I think that? Let's just pull up the RSI and the MACD here. So what we got here, we've got two different elements. I'm going to look at the RSI first. So relative strength index is showing around 52. We've had a bit of a float down already to around this 47 mark and slightly lower to 46. Sometimes I anticipate that to come down to maybe 40 or 35 when you kind of complete the aspect of the full kind of bear movement. But we haven't come down that far, and that's kind of a credit really to the project, in my opinion. It's really popular. It's going to keep growing. It's really early stages. Great opportunity to accumulate more at these crazy prices for the future, and of course short-term gain opportunities as well. Now, what's also interesting, if we just move the RSI out of the way, the MACD is narrowing slightly. So we've got this pale red here coming in on the histogram, and this nice wave effect showing a kind of tail off approach. Okay, so my anticipation is perhaps by the end of this week, maybe into the beginning of next week, possibly, we might start seeing that gap narrowing even further and have a switch over into a bit more of a green mentality, taking us back to some nice, more structured levels up the higher end, pushing again that sort of 3.8 to 4 cent mark and trying to get some support mechanism there. So there's a lot of community work going on. There's lots of projects within Proton that keep getting pushed, of course, regularly. We're excited to see the NFT marketplace in fruition. And of course, they've got the loan aspect, the fiat integration coming also, and the metal pay recently. I'm sure that's why one of the key reasons, in the last couple of days, we've seen some good movements and volume put in. But I think now it's just about taking it to a next step of confidence and pushing it up a bit more. And I do anticipate that happening. Of course, we may still come down and test these areas, but in general speaking, I think there's a lot of confidence and enough volume going in here and belief to keep us floating above in these areas. So it's really, like I said, in the next 48 hours, or certainly into the weekend, really going to show exactly what XPR is made of to take us up. So let us know what you think about in the comments below. Like I said, I'm not going to be massively angry about it coming down. And if you look back in the history, these are where the key touch points are around that area. That's one of the other reasons why we drew this area in the first place. But I always believed XPR, certainly when I started first hearing about it a few months ago, thought it was quite undervalued. But that's kind of anticipated really, because it's not a massively old project. And it's got a bit of time to go. So look at this nice W shape here. So we're just really trying to figure out what we're doing here, and it'd be very nice to get that structure around that 3 cents, because I think that would be a really critical point of confidence and strength to take us up to extra levels above. So we're probably going to linger around here for a couple of days. By the weekend into next week, we'll really start defining where we can move up and start concentrating some secure levels here around 3.5 into the 4 cent mark eventually, perhaps in a couple of weeks time. But let's get to the 3.5 first and tick that one off. So that's what I think is going to be happening in the next maybe 7 days. So guys, like I said, let us know what you think about that. Let us know again if you are interested or have been looking at the NFTs or even purchased any using the Proton wallet and the system. How easy you found it and everything like that, and just give us your general over thoughts of XPR Proton. How do you think it's going to perform the rest of the year? What do you think the price prediction will be for the end of the year and the bull run in general? I'm really excited about this. I do think we'll get back to our all-time high at some point this year, and try and smash through that. And I kind of got this thought in my head that we could definitely try and get to 20 cents maybe in this bull run. Let us know what you think about that, or if you think it'll be higher or lower than that kind of price point. So guys, I'm going to wrap that there. Really excited about this project as always. We'll see you in the next Proton video update. Bye bye.